Hey there, beautiful souls, and welcome to day 4 of the Choosing Love Over Fear challenge. And today I just have a really quick one because I'm in a bit of a rush. And what I wanted to talk to you about is the fact that all of you is valid and valuable. And this was coming through for me in my journaling this morning as I was doing some kind of contemplations around love and fear, right? I'm doing this challenge and I'm making a real effort to choose love over fear. But what was actually really coming through is the validity of both sides of that. So the loving side and the fearful side. And what actually creates a lot of the pain and suffering within us is when we get too polarized, with one being better than the other. And I think today's topic is one that I probably need to spend a little bit more time articulating with you guys. So it's not really the best one for today. And that's why I just wanted to simplify my explorations into the fact that all that's within you is valid and valuable. Your loving expressions, your fearful expressions, like every single part of you is valid and valuable. And I just want to shoot that reminder to you guys today, because when we believe that there's only one way or there's a better way, and that might be like in terms of what I'm doing at the moment, like, oh, love is better than fear. What happens is we can get really black and white and we can get really polarized in a certain direction, and it actually blocks us from the very thing that we're actually trying to harmonize within the world. So anytime we're at either side of any polarity or extreme, we're going to have some sort of challenge come up for us. We're not going to actually be able to harmonize and transcend that part of the polarity. So when you are dealing with yourself, this is a great way to think about it as well, that whatever parts within you come forward, whether you'd class them as loving parts or fearful parts or negative parts or positive parts, the truth is that they're all valid and valuable. And by only taking that perspective and recognizing the validity and the value of all that makes you you, sorry, it's really dark in here, then that is actually what will allow you to transcend away from all that's kind of blocking you from being all of who you are. So think about it in terms of your relationships, think about it in terms of how you treat yourself, your relationship with yourself. Don't mind all the junk behind me right now. And bringing this awareness to your day-to-day with all your interactions, with yourself, with how you're thinking, what emotions you're experiencing, what's going on in your physical system, and actually just allow it all to be as it is. Reminding yourself that all of you is equally valid and valuable. It's only when we get stuck in thinking things have to be one certain way. Sorry, I lost you guys for a second then with the internet connection. But it's only when we get stuck in one certain way of expecting the world or ourselves to be on one side of a polarity, that is what throws us out of balance. And what we actually need to do is recognize that both sides are equally valid and valuable, and there's an intelligence and a wisdom on either side of every polarity, that when we can be in center of that, come into equilibrium and harmony and look at both sides and say, what is the intelligence here? What is the wisdom on this side? What is the wisdom on this other side? And bringing both equally together, we can transcend that polarity and we can actually start living much more consciously and be in freedom to direct the course of our life. And this is happening within our own systems every day, with our preferences, with what we perceive to be being a good person or a bad person or whatever it is, and just recognizing that all polarities have a point of equilibrium where we can transcend and include their wisdom. And so that is where the ticket to freedom and the expansion of our individual consciousness comes from. And so that's just what I wanted to share with you guys today. And I really have to run. So sorry, this is a really quick one. I'd really like to take a lot more time to unpack what's coming through from me today. But I will join you in a longer live at some stage really soon. I'm still getting the hang of managing my time, because for the past year, I've really been in the flow of life and getting back on track with really showing up in this capacity. I'm having to manage my time a little bit better. So much love to each and every one of you guys. I just want to do a quick check-in with the people who have joined me live today, and make sure you're dropping any comments or words of wisdom, or just say hi. Let me know where you're tuning in from around the world. I'd love to hear from you, whether you're live right now or you're going to join a little bit later and watch this. But I've got Linda in the house, and Mike, and Javier. Holla to you as well. And Elias is here as well. So good to see each and every one of you guys. So much love and appreciation to you guys for showing up with me, and hope this message is of value, and it sets you, reminding yourself for the next 24 hours until I see you tomorrow on day 5. Just remind yourself that all of you is valid and valuable. It's all equal. There is wisdom in love and there is wisdom in fear. So find that. Be the mediator between the polarities in your own system, and actually transcend and include that wisdom. All right, it's so much available to you, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow as well. So much love. Hope this was valuable, and thanks again. Mwah.